Welcome back. So back on schedule on Monday per usual. I know for me it's 5:50. For you guys it's 12:50, unless you're Eliza, and then it's 11:50, almost 12. I was never good at time. You can ask my mom. So today we are going to talk about what I did last week, which was all exciting and fun. So it's actually pretty normal, pretty basic. We just hung out. Okay, bye. Just kidding. So last week we had classes and school, and Robert has a paper due in like 2 weeks. I have a paper due in 1 week. So we both were working really hard on schoolwork and classes and, reading a bunch of material. Sorry, I look gross, by the way. I just came back from the gym, getting fit. Not really. I just rode the bike and talked to Mom on the phone. Hey, Mom. Unfortunately, we don't have Darius Rucker on the show today, but I've got some crazy stories. So I was dressed all cute. We were going to dinner. We go to an Asian restaurant try to do Sunday, but most of the time we're gone, so it's turned into a Monday. Not going tonight because we made a bunch of soup by accident. Not by accident. So we were making this soup that we made before, like a couple weeks ago. Delicious, might I add. It has chicken, rice, celery, carrots, garlic, onions. So good. But Robert kept insisting we needed more rice, that the prescribed amount of rice in the recipe was not enough. We needed more. So he just dumped the whole box in, which, if you know anything about rice sucks out all the juice. So we made the soup and we put it how it's supposed to be, and then we opened it up and it was just like this thick goo of rice. So instead of like a soup, it was more of like a rice medley, a rice dish. So we have a lot of that left over, so no Asian tonight. But last week, when I was headed to get food, Robert was already there because he had been at school. So I was walking by myself through the park. I was feeling very bold, very independent. Of course, I was scared 40 feet in because it was dark and freezing. I could not run away fast enough if I wanted to. So I'm walking through and I'm talking to Robert on the phone because I'm like, I'm by myself. I'm in the dark, and I get to this bridge. And, I'm halfway over. There's a woman standing looking out in the water in the dark in a bright yellow jacket. Doesn't matter. And so she's standing there, and I'm walking across this bridge, and I see a dog. And I'm like, ooh, Robert, there's a dog, on the phone. And I see this dog come out, and it stops. And I start looking at it as I'm walking slower. So I'm like, that doesn't look like a dog. Its legs are so thin. How odd. So I'm walking a little further, and then I was like, I think it's a fox. I think I'm seeing a fox. So I got so excited. I'm like, Robert, it's a fox. It's a fox. I think it's a fox. I kid you not. This fox that was simply just going across the end of the bridge looks at me when I say, oh my gosh, it's a fox, and turns my direction and then walks towards me. So of course, what do? You freak out. Because I will say, I have reason to freak out. At Hammond in high school, there was a rabid fox situation, and one of our teachers, Mr. Purday, God rest his soul, was like hitting bushes with a stick, saying he's going to protect us, and we had to walk to class, walk to our cars, because there was a rabid fox. So, foxes have a little heightened blood pressure. So this fox walks across, turns to me, starts walking towards me on the other side of the bridge. I'm freaking out on the phone. It's coming at me. What do I do? So I start backing up. The woman in the yellow rain jacket is not even fazed by my alarm at this animal. And finally, when I'm past her, freaking out because this fox is trotting at me, she goes, what is it? I'm like, there's a fox, ma'am. There's a fox on the bridge. She said, oh, how sweet. And goes up to she's going to snuggle it or something. Freaky. So I, of course, took that opportunity to just run away. Because who knows? Maybe she's a witch. Maybe she was going to make me a fox. I don't know. Maybe that was her sentry coming to tell her new information on the person they're following. Either way, I got out of the situation. But it was really cool because I'd never been that close to a fox. So as I'm walking away, I'm like, Robert, that was so cool. I saw a fox. What? How cool was that? And then he asked the question that I should have asked. He said, well, what did it say? What did the fox say? I did not ask. This is the second time I have seen a fox in Glasgow and haven't asked it what it says. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to want to go stop my video. Go watch the video, What Does the Fox Say? I don't know who sings it. It's two, maybe Swedish men, maybe Norwegian. It's amazing. I'll give you time to do that now. Pretty amazing, right? I mean, seriously, it's amazing. We did a whole parody at the 4th of July one time. Ask me about it later. I had to do it with a lot of hand motions. Either way. So we saw Fox, and that was really cool. And then we had a movie night with the girls. I had a movie night with the girls, not Robert. We watched Hocus Pocus, and we ate Halloween candy, and I got like morbidly ill from how much candy corn I ate. And Twizzlers. Thanks, Mom. And yeah, that was the week. And then Saturday day, we just kind of did work around the house. It's obviously trashed, if you can see behind me. We're getting ready for Halloween, so we ordered our Halloween costumes. You guys are going to be pumped to see those next week. Whoop, whoop, or 2 weeks. And then Sunday, we woke up bright and early and went to Isle of Arran, which was really exciting. It was 9 girls and Robert, so it was, you know, all of my group of friends. Most of us went, and Robert came too, and it was great, and they loved him. I mean, who couldn't, but they loved him. And he was like the designated picture taker, so you'll see a bunch of pictures that he like took of all of us in different places throughout the island, and went to Braddock Castle, walked around, and got to see beautiful sights. We adventured in the woods looking for a cemetery. Never found one, so maybe no one's actually buried there. And we passed this cute little fairy garden, and it was like all these little huts built into trees. Oh, it was so cute. So we saw those, and then I saw, you know, we had a map, and we were like, oh, where do you want to go on the island? And I saw something called The Adventure Be Wild Play Place. And like, naturally, I'm adventurous. I want to be wild. And its little tag and a little description was like, children of all ages will enjoy this play place. And I'm like, I am a child of the age of 23. This is great. So I'm like freaking out, so excited. So I'm like, guys, we have to go here. We have to go here first. It might be lame. Let's just get there and see. So we're walking around and we can see it, you know, and it's like a little kid. Cool. I mean, it was really cool playground if I was in like 3rd grade. They had like zip lines, and then in the back, you see it. A very tall structure, had rope climbing, had like slides coming from all directions, fire poles. Guys, please, can we just go look? I just want to look. I just want to go see what we're missing as adults. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. So of the 10 that were there, 7 of us, including Robert, you know, hiked into this children's play place. We were the oldest non-parent or guardian by 20 years. Some of us 23 because there were 26-year-olds with us. So like it was, I'm amazed no one like pulled the you're a psychopath. Although we had a plan. If someone said like, oh, where's yours? We would have been like, oh, we don't know yet. It was a dumb joke. Either way, I'm amazed no one like was weirded out. But like the adults were like, yeah, great. So they were having a good time. We were having a good time. So we went on the scarecrow trail and like saw these cute stuffed scarecrows and like real human clothes, which was weird. But to get to this playground, y'all, like the bigger kid playground, you had to go through a covered bridge, which is how Robert proposed. But it was like 50 yards long, and like part of it was like completely see-through, so you could see like out and down. And this isn't like a like crouched through. Like Robert was on hands and knees, like army crawling through this little tunnel. It was so cute. And then it was like the objective was to get to like the top. Like it was a pointed space, and so you could see out. But it was a whole obstacle course. You had no idea which way to go. So like our first attempt took us like around and then fire pole down. And then you had to go back out and try again. So we tried like 4 times. They had this sick slide. I mean, it was metal, so it was probably hot. Not that it gets hot, but if it did get hot, it would burn you. And you like shot off. Like we were watching toddles like fly. So I'm sitting there thinking, if a toddle's gonna fly, my center of gravity is about to send me to the moon. So, you know, we all get on it. One of our friends, she got on it, and she had watched like the friend before her like kind of tip over when she landed. Homegirl launched, landed, still had so much momentum that she just like wham into the ground. It was hilarious. And so we were playing on this, oh god, it was so cool. We played on this play place, we were crawling in and out, and like everyone was saying how that was like one of the highlights of the trip to the island was the play place we played in. And I wasn't thinking it was that weird really, because I mean, yeah, we're adults on a playground, but it was fun. I mean, it was a fun time until I realized walking home from class today, I saw 2 meth heads, had to be meth heads, walking and playing on this children's obstacle course that we have like outside our apartment. And they were like freaking out about it. It was like this far off the ground, and they were freaking out about the height, and like they looked crazy. So I'm sure we looked like a crazy group of 7 very much grown adults, like laughing our butts off, like, oh, this is amazing, you know, going all throughout the thing. But I will say it was amazing. I regret nothing. I wish we could have stayed longer because they had like a pumpkin carving contest at 1 for children, and I would have wrecked those kids. So, but then we ate food, and I sprinted like a mile and a half because the chocolate factory closed at 5 and it was like 4:30. And we realized that we were like a mile away. I just like was like, I'll see you guys there, and just like ran as fast as I could there because I really, really wanted that chocolate. It was so good. It was handcrafted. You could tell it was handcrafted. And then we just sat around at a pub waiting for the boat to come back, talking, hanging out, just telling stories, and it was really good bonding. And they love Robert, so that's good. Good news. They called him Dad. They said, we are Mom and Dad. Because we'd be like, all right, guys, like, watch the clock. Like, okay, we need to grab this. And then we brought snacks, and people didn't even bring snacks. So they were like, we're hungry. Like, what do we do? And Robert and I were like, we have snacks if you want some. You know, we plan ahead. So that was really, really fun. All this happening, planning for the weekend or whatever, and I forgot to do Oh Look There's a Dog all week. So these are all the Oh Look There's a Dog from today that I could find. There's a lot, actually, surprisingly. Also, I tried to take one of this like really big dog, like kind of scary, but like a cute scary, like the Joker from Suicide Squad, like a cute scary. But I think I accidentally got the human. So one of the videos, there's just me saying, oh, look, there's a dog, and it's a person. Sorry about that. Let's take a look. Oh, look, there's a dog. Look at these little angels. Ugh. Look, a doggo on a leash. More dogs. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Oh, look, a dog. Somewhere there's a dog. 2 doggies. Oh, look, there's a dog. 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 If that was just today, when it was a brisk 50, what the heck, that's way too warm, 40 degrees outside with all those doggos, think about what it is when the sun comes out. I mean, geez, the summer's going to be crazy. Also, there's a dog in our building, which is so exciting. Snuggles, right? So yeah, so after this obviously is the pictures and the videos from the weekend or whatever. So you'll see there's a fair that came to Scotland or to Glasgow, but it's not like a fair, it's just like 5 rides, and they were for children. So not that I would ride them anyway, but you know, they were for kids. And there was a street performer who looked like Thor, and he was really good. So Robert just stared at him for a while, and then yeah, we took a train to the ferry and a ferry to the island, and Robert and I loved the boat ride. It was just romantic. And yeah, then we played in the grasses. I've decided I want to buy like a really beautiful flowy dress. It doesn't really have to be expensive, just flowy. And I want to like run through the fields at Isle of Arran and just take pictures of myself looking flawless. So, and yeah, that was our week. I have play practice for the first time on Friday, so I'm a little nervous, but it's a good nervous. It's an excited nervous. So, yeah, check in on Monday if you guys want to talk to me or whatever. Just, you know, WhatsApp me. I'm good at DMs. I'm really, really getting good at the technique of a DM. So, just let me know if you guys want to hear some funny stories about stuff that probably isn't appropriate. Not because it's inappropriate, but because it's a TV show that isn't appropriate to talk about. Although you can Google it, and it's on YouTube, Naked Attraction. It's an amazing TV show. By amazing, I mean scary. That's here, actually, on TV. But I shouldn't talk about it. So, if you guys want to know more about it, just let me know, because it's crazy. It's wild. Like, we watched Just Fred Group. It was bizarre. So, yeah, I love you all, and I will talk to you in a week. Bye! Tell me, where does the time go? Glasgow, Scotland, where nature flourishes.